Okay, so I'm going to show you mine on Drive because that's where I've got it. So the first thing that I want you to do is you're going to open this copy of the visual research chart, which again is a blue hyperlink on your visual research module or your virtual studio module. And the first thing I want you to do before you do anything is to make a copy of this. And the reason why I want you to make a copy of this is because if you started typing on the original document, then your information would be in there for everybody to see. So as you can see, this is what it looks like. I do have an example that is listed here for you that I already did, but I think it might be worth looking again using the example that I have on the module. So in the first box here, what I'm asking you is just to very briefly describe what the video was about. So in my example, if my video is a video of me seeing or having coffee with my friends, then I'm in this first box going to write getting coffee with friends. That's all it has to be. This doesn't have to be a huge drawn out thing, and I don't want you to overthink any of this. This next box is about places. So where were you getting coffee? For my case, I'm gonna put Starbucks. And I might even include 9th Street since there's a lot, and maybe the one location on 9th Street gives me more information later on. Now this box over here on big ideas, we haven't really talked a whole lot about big ideas, but I want you to think of this as themes. What overarching themes could I consider from a video of getting coffee with my friends at Starbucks on 9th Street? And so when I look at this, I could think of very basically and broadly friendship. Or maybe I'm thinking about community. Or maybe I'm thinking about relationships, which is our next big idea. And then finally, this one trips students up, and I don't want you to overanalyze this. And so it says connections, possible lesson seed ideas. This is really just about these additional curiosities that you're seeing, right? Things that you're wondering about. Remember, we talked about how good ideas lead to more questions. So some questions I might have might be like, why do I like coffee? That could lead to an interesting lesson. Another one could be, how does coffee get from the plant to my cup? That might be an interesting thing to want to discover, that maybe somebody wants to discover. And finally, the other one I put might be, why do we need friends? And quite honestly, you don't even need to have this many, but I'm trying to give you some different examples of why we do this. So in the end, you are going to have all of these boxes filled with all of the videos that you took over the last several weeks.